Fourshade Studios, it's the Rumble Pak Podcast. Episode 45, starring Brock.
And Blake.
And Devin! Hi.
And Poe.
He's taking a nap.
Sometimes.
He's chilling.
Asterisk, sometimes.
He's vibing.
We're back and it's 2021 and we've got stuff to talk about, maybe?
Question mark?
I don't know.
Pitfall seed? Exclamation point?
Whoa.
Yeah, we've got stuff to talk about. We've always got stuff to talk about. There's always Nintendo news, except for when there isn't. But this is not one of those times. Because
This is one of the good times.
2021 seems like it's going to be a good year for Nintendo games. At least the first part of it
For
already.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2 has got to be coming out at some point.
God,
Probably holiday,
I
but who knows?
hope so. If they push back, I will cry. I would be so upset. I just want any news.
Smack that table harder.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, sensitive microphone.
So
what?
keep listening all year until Devin has our first stream ever of her crying once they delay Breath of the Wild 2.
That's
But
gonna
then
be our
Live
Friday,
stream.
first-
Live
you should
stream
listen
cry.
to the
Our
podcast.
first Twitch stream will be me crying when they push Breath of the Wild 2 out. I mean back.
It'll be like the Metroid 4 logo, but it will just say like Breath of the Wild 2, and then it'll be like
It's canceled.
delayed. Canceled. That would make me cry.
I would jump out of a window. I don't know.
And then use your paraglider to go down.
Yeah, of course. That I got
In
from
Breath of the Wild
King
style.
Rome. King Rome's ghost gave it to me.
He gave it to me at the top of
in the first game.
the Hyrule
The one
Tower.
that actually came out. Anyway, enough with this bit. Moving
It took
on.
us 2 minutes to get on Breath of the Wild 2. Good job, team. But since we're not talking about that today, we can talk about things that are relevant. Like, say, a couple of anniversaries that Nintendo is celebrating, and therefore so are we.
So, in Zelda news, I mean not Zelda news, but Zelda related, this year, 2021, is The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary.
So does that mean they're gonna give us news about Breath of the Wild 2?
Most likely it's going to come out this year.
It has to. It has to be the one thing everyone is working on.
What if it was ready last year, but they were like, you know what, 35th
God.
anniversary is next year,
Oh
let's just
my
push
God.
it out next
I'd be
year.
like, they better be making some improvements during that time then.
Well, yeah,
because
hopefully.
If they weren't
They
and they're
could
just
stop.
holding
Alright,
it
we're
from
done.
us,
Just put it up on the shelf. We'll
just
dust it off in a
please
year.
put it out, please. I'm begging you. I cried when I saw the trailer. Please, for the love of God, put it out. That's a true story, by the
It'll
way.
happen.
Blake can
Just be
say.
patient.
What about it made you cry?
I was happy.
I thought you were scared.
Scared.
Ganondorf's
I mean,
hand
that was
spooked you?
that was pretty spooky. But no, I was happy, and it looked like they were getting more plot for this, because the first one was lacking on plot a little bit, which is fine. That's not what that game was. But I'm happy to see some story that we can add to the Zelda timeline, which has already been dismissed
Yeah.
by what's his
Well, they didn't
no.
dismiss it, but
By Nintendo.
Well,
they
he
said
was-
Breath of the Wild didn't fit into it or something.
They said it was at the end of all timelines, which means screw the timeline.
Basically.
They're just
Yes.
making games.
We're just making games out
We're
here,
just
boys.
making games, okay? God, what is his name?
Miyamoto?
Yeah, that's
Who?
it.
Aonuma?
Well,
Aonuma?
the guy who does Zelda, the Zelda man.
Aonuma.
Aonuma
And Miyamoto.
and Miyamoto.
And that's it.
All right, God bless.
That's all you ever hear about.
God bless them.
All those other people in the credits don't exist.
Don't care. They just carry out
Do
the
not.
wishes of those two beautiful men.
But I do care about all of them because I love the Zelda series. Do you think
Glad
they're
you
going to put
shared
anything else out this year for the 35th anniversary?
Yeah, and I think it's not Breath of the Wild 2, so I'll go on record right now saying that Devin will be doing the crying live stream. That's going to happen.
You really
It will be
don't
great.
think they're going to put that out this year?
No.
Why?
But I do think they're going to do... I just have a feeling.
Brock, why
And
are
my
you saying
feelings are
this?
almost always sometimes right.
Okay.
I'm upset. Why would you say that? Why would you
Because
say
there's so
that to
much
my
silence.
face? How could you? I
But
thought we
I'm
were
trying-
friends.
I'm trying to move... I'm trying to move past the pain. Just ignore it.
I can't.
Because what they are going to do is actually do a
Twilight Princess remake.
re-release of the older games better than they did Mario. So they're going to re-release Twilight Princess HD,
Okay.
which is a good remake.
I
That's
agree.
my
They're
second
going to
favorite.
release Ocarina of Time 3D, which is basically Ocarina of Time again,
Sure.
or with updated graphics.
Yeah.
And didn't they do Majora's Mask too?
They did Majora's Mask.
Those are all coming to Switch.
What
That
about
is my tinfoil hat.
I support that.
what about Wind Waker? That
Oh,
came out
that's
on the
true.
Wii U.
Maybe.
That's true.
Maybe.
Does they do 4? That'll be a 4-pack.
Yeah.
Ocarina
I
of
think they'll do
Time,
the Zelda
Majora's
series.
Mask, Wind Waker,
I would
Twilight Princess.
cease to have a life.
But what if they
that
also
would be my
threw in?
life.
What if they also threw in Skyward Sword?
I mean, I'd be down.
That's not happening.
Is that too far?
Tinfoil hat's off.
We've gone too
Yes.
far.
But yeah, even if they just re-release stuff, I would play the poop out of them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would
Good.
too. I'd probably beat it in a month.
I'd probably beat it in a week.
Yeah, same. That's like what I did for
I know.
the other one, the
I know.
Mario one.
But yeah, I think the
100%ing all of it,
important
by
thing
the
with
way.
my, cool. I played the originals like a good, true fan.
Yeah, but did
Anyway,
you 100% all of them?
No, because I have a life.
Like a not true fan.
Like,
But anyway, I
We're done
mean,
here.
the creators
The
put the
important thing
content
is-
in there, but you didn't want to complete 100% of the content.
yeah, because the collecting the red coins in the flying area sucks.
Yeah, but what about the blue
That's why.
coins in Sunshine, the greatest part of the game?
Those don't actually exist. See, those are just a figment of your imagination.
Honestly,
don't have to
those
collect those.
like made me hate Sunshine, so I wish I like never even did that.
Yeah, see, I love Sunshine. I think it's better than all of them. So, yeah, I'm that guy.
Okay, so
But
possibly,
anyway, they care about
possibly,
Zelda more than Mario.
I don't know about that.
Wait, hold on. What was that?
Nintendo cares about Zelda more than they care about Mario.
Well, they should.
They maybe
And that's why
should,
they're
but
going
they
to release.
definitely don't.
Well, Zelda's way better than Mario. Hot take. Maybe not as hot of a take as I think it might be.
Maybe.
But I also, this is the hot take. I'm not a big fan of Mario.
I think they'll put out this, whatever we're calling it, anniversary pack of games. I think that's a
Master Collection.
Master Collection, the Master Sword Collection. I think that's pretty likely, but who knows? It's what they should do. If I was running the company, this is what I would do. And then,
And I'm saying they'll actually be the remakes, though. That's the important part here, I'm trying to say. It's not just going to be recompiles like Mario. But keep going.
I am less sure about that.
It's what they should do.
Should do.
They absolutely should. Give me an even better Twilight Princess. Although the remake on the Wii U still does not look bad. It looks pretty good. When I see it, like, in YouTube videos or whatever.
Do you think we'll get a Legend of Zelda Maker in the same vein as Mario Maker?
Don't want it. Sorry.
You just don't even want it.
Don't want it.
You don't even want it to exist.
Don't
you don't
care.
even want the option of playing it.
Don't care.
So you'd rather have it not exist and not even let.
I
People
want them to
play it,
spend as
but-
much time on Breath of the Wild 2 as possible.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
I agree.
But what if it was just it took a little like tweaking of Mario Maker and then they had Legend of Zelda maker right there ready to go.
Just get a mod.
Who?
Just get a mod
What?
Nintendo?
of the
Or
game.
Switch?
Don't they have mods of the game where you,
can't
can like
just say
play
stuff like that
as
and not
Link?
explain it.
As like Link?
Just
and
get a
people-
mod.
People build
Just
like
download more RAM.
yeah. Yeah.
Just
Okay,
get a
stop
mod.
talking, art student.
Okay.
Anyway,
Just get a mod.
just mod it. You know?
Alright, sure.
Just a fan-made mod.
So fan-made mod. Nintendo's not even doing it.
I don't really care if Nintendo. I don't want Nintendo to do it. I just want them to spend all of their time making the greatest game of all time.
Do you think we're gonna get a Legend of Zelda mobile game?
Oh my god! How dare you?
Every other IP has
Bad.
one.
Bad. Don't like it.
I mean, I'm sure it'd be bad, but like Pokemon has them, Mario has them,
Unless it
Animal
had to
Crossing
do
has them.
with like, let's say it's like my friend Epona, and you take care of Epona.
Like Nintendogs.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Why don't they have Nintendogs on mobile?
They should, honestly. They should
It's
put it like
coming.
a
It is
Tamagotchi.
100% coming.
Nintendo, I am full of ideas. Literally brimming, so just call me up.
Nintendo.com/jobs.
Just make mods, Devin.
Yeah, just make a mod.
I will. Okay.
Just mod it. Mod Tamagotchi to Nintendo.
I really will.
Any other
Anyway.
speculation of games that they can make?
Don't care.
Link's Archery Challenge 2021.
No. I mean, I can see that, but also, no. Don't like it. Or something with cookies.
There'll be
I
nothing
don't know.
more.
Nothing more.
Nothing
so
more?
a possible like compilation pack and Breath of the Wild 2. That's it.
That's it.
But not even that, yes.
Honestly, I can skip the compilation pack. Just give me Breath of the Wild 2, baby. That's all I need. Or at least Wolf Link and Midna and Smash.
They're definitely doing that.
They're 100%.
Please.
I'm waiting for
It's
the
been
day.
it's been 2021 years in the making. It needed to happen.
Absolutely did.
Okay, so
Anyway,
Zelda's having a 35th anniversary, and apparently stuff's may be happening, but definitely not Breath of the Wild 2 this year.
they're at least
According
going
to Brock.
to address it.
I feel like after all that rambling, we have to make it clear that there is literally no news on what is happening for Zelda's anniversary. And
Yeah,
all that
I think that kind of
was-
sums up this conversation. We don't know anything.
And that speculation is fun.
And so speculation on the internet is going wild, and that's typically not good for Nintendo.
And also put Nintendogs on the App Store. What are you doing?
Also,
Yeah.
as part of the Zelda anniversary.
Yeah, that's.
just-
I mean, it's a
I
staple.
mean, just mod it in.
It's really just make a mod, fan-made mod.
Replace Fortnite, add Nintendogs.
Yeah. Literally, a way better game.
I
Anyways,
mean, Batman's in Fortnite now, right? Why not in
Ew, why?
actually,
No, you know what?
Mandalorian is in Fortnite.
I don't want to talk about Fortnite.
So, Pokemon is also having their 25th anniversary this year, which is
A game
I feel
with
like
all the games.
bigger. I feel like 25th anniversary is bigger than 35th.
But Legend of Zelda is bigger than Pokemon.
I don't know
The
about
math
that.
checks out.
Brock says that checks out.
Maybe.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding
you're
me?
wrong. You're definitely wrong.
What?
You're absolutely
No! Whatever. But yeah, I agree. 25 is usually a better anniversary year than 35.
So if we had to speculate what's going to happen for Pokemon this year,
I got
what
a
would you
couple
think?
ideas. Okay. Here's the sitch.
Well, first of all,
No, go
here's the
ahead.
sitch. I have to bow down to that.
No. You
okay,
started.
don't do one of these. Someone talk.
Alright, I will just talk because I am really talkative,
Say
I guess,
it.
today. Anyway, game where you can go to all the regions.
How much RAM do you think Nintendo can
Just
do?
mod it.
Just
mod it in.
Download more. Just mod it in.
Come on, bro.
We have Sword and Shield.
It's
Just mod it in.
so simple. Just mod it in.
Just mod it.
The only way that is even remotely possible is if they found a way to advertise a 2D, like, classic type Pokemon game and just, like, made all the regions that way. But that's not possible.
They're never going back to 2D.
I know, exactly. There's 17,000 reasons why that won't be a thing, and that's my number one.
I mean, of course, there's the classic of just like a collection pack of all the games over the years or whatever.
All of them?
All of them.
All 80 of them?
All of them. I mean, what's the most memorable Pokemon? I mean, the first generation.
They would, if they were going to try to compile games, they would not. I don't think they would release all 3 from each generation or all 2.
No.
They would be like
the
Yellow.
Yes.
They'd do like Crystal.
Yes.
But they wouldn't. There's like what 8 or 9 generations now. They wouldn't give you that many games.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, 100%.
I don't know. Anyway.
It would cost $150.
Yeah, they would not do that.
Well, maybe they'll do it in packs of 3 or something. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe they'll announce a new Pokemon generation coming out. Maybe they'll remake Diamond and Pearl. Maybe they'll make another Let's Go.
When did Sword and Shield come out?
I think last year.
We've had like a whole year of DLC.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
2019, November.
2019.
Oh.
November.
You know, we are due for another announcement of another game.
I feel like they should do like, either a remake or a new gen.
Yeah. I think we're due for
I would
something.
think another remake, but...
So do you think they'll do Diamond Pearl? They haven't done that.
I'd be down.
Don't know. I really don't, because I want them to do Sword and Shield again, but Heart Gold and Soul Shield are just so good.
Remake Sword and Shield in 2D.
Oh, did I say Sword and Shield? Oh,
yes.
God.
Or did you mean Gold and Silver?
Oh, that's the worst thing I've ever said in this entire podcast.
I want them to do Sword and Shield
I was like,
again.
okay, interesting.
That's a weird take, but sure.
I definitely meant Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
I see.
Definitely.
100% back that 1,000,000% because that's my favorite generation.
Would you be happy if they did a Let's Go?
Yes.
Yes, whatever. Just the 3D-ish.
I would love Let's Go Gold and Silver.
Yeah, same. Have like Espeon or Totodile follow me around.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool. The Pokemon in that game is just so good, and that you can go to another, region. Why they haven't done like 2 regions at a time, I don't know. Other than that game, I'm very passionate today. But anyway, yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go,
Let's
Nintendo.
go, boys. I think they'll do a remake this year, or at least announce a remake. I think they'll either do Gold and Silver and Let's Go style. They'll do Diamond and Pearl. I don't know what style though. I don't know if they'll go in the engine of Let's Go or if they'll do like the Sword and Shield engine. I have no idea.
I mean, you mean like the style of catching wild Pokemon, I presume. Battles and no battles.
No, I actually mean like the engine.
Yeah, because like Let's Go was definitely less like graphically impressive. Like it wasn't bad by any means, but it just was like more simplified.
Yeah. Well, maybe not the same engine,
Okay.
but definitely had a different art style.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy with
Art
either.
style again.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like whenever they've done remakes in the past, they always use what their current generation is, and they just build it out of that. So I don't know what they'll
Right.
do.
I'm down with whatever.
Yeah. As long as it's in 3D, I think that's what
Yeah.
we'd be looking for. and that'd be a given, like you said. They're not going backwards.
Yeah.
Unless they decide to make a game with all 8 regions or whatever.
Then they'll, instead of doing a remake, they'll do a demake.
Excuse
Sword
me?
and Shield demake
What does that mean?
in first-gen art style. What if they did all the games in first-gen art style, using first-gen assets?
Wait, no, that's terrible. First
Yeah,
gen doesn't have color.
I don't know about
Okay,
Yeah,
that.
we just have to
second
go
gen.
second gen.
Second gen or third gen was like a nice. I feel like they did the 2D thing really well in third gen. Brock wouldn't know.
I'm pretty biased, so I don't know. I love how first gen and second gen looks.
I
so.
mean, same. But I like third gen too.
I really don't know what else they're gonna do this year. Again, we have no news, but it sounds like at least with Pokemon, we're like starting to get something. Like they put out a 25th anniversary website.
Hey, don't spoil it.
They're gonna post some stuff on there definitely, but we just don't know what. I mean, it is only the second week of 2021, so
I need it now.
We've got a while.
2021 has hit. I need news ASAP.
The fact that they declared it means something.
Yes,
True
definitely.
for something like Zelda's 35th, because as Devin pointed out, your 35th anniversary isn't like the golden number by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a number that ends in 5, so let's celebrate.
But I mean, the way they went all out with Mario this year, I mean, it's like people are expecting the same thing now for Zelda.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's one of their top-selling franchises, so they gotta go big or go home.
So we'll see what happens.
Pokemon
Definitely
Go.
some Pokemon Go stuff will happen. We'll probably get like a match 3 puzzle game for some reason, like we always do. We'll probably get like another Pokemon Cafe game because we need one of those.
Nope, they're going back to Pokemon Troze.
Ooh,
Calling it.
I like that a lot actually.
Remake of Pokemon Coliseum.
If they made like a Pokemon Tamagotchi, I'd buy it.
Pokemon Stadium is what I meant. Or Coliseum. I like those games too.
Ooh, Pokemon
The new
Stadium?
game's basically-
What if they did a Pokemon Stadium remake?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but what if they did?
Thank you.
What if they modded it in?
Well, I mean,
What if they took
could
Sword
very
and Shield
easily
and
just
modded
mod
it
it in. It's so simple. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon like,
Mystery Dungeon.
Didn't they just release one of those?
Like last year.
What is it called?
Yeah.
Pokemon.
It was the first one, they redid it. Like Blue Rescue Team.
X.
With the dark,
Yeah. The Lugia thing. I had that game.
Yeah, what if they remade that?
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
let's
That'd be a
go.
top seller.
Okay, Pokemon Coliseum was actually really good though. It was like the first open world Pokemon game. Or not open world, but like 3D Pokemon game. It was really cool. Pokemon XD Gale of
That's
Darkness.
the anti-open world game, but okay.
Well,
Let's just have Nintendo release Minecraft but modded in.
yeah.
Actually Skyrim but modded in.
Yeah. On mobile.
On mobile.
Mobilist.
Yeah. We don't know, but we'll find out, I guess. So, anniversaries. Pokemon's 25th anniversaries this year. Zelda's 35th anniversaries this year.
Tight.
And the Rumble Pak Podcast 3rd.
That's right.
Ooh, that's in October.
Who would have
though.
thought? Who would have thought?
That's in October. Don't get too excited.
This year.
It is this year.
That's true.
3 is a big number.
3 is a magical number.
It's one more than 2.
3 is the loneliest number.
Yes.
So, what else we got? Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. We got a new trailer.
I'll sit this one out.
Did get a new trailer.
I don't know anything about this.
You know what? That sounds like a great idea. I'll sit this one out. Tell us about 3D World, Blake.
Alright. It's coming out soon. I don't know the exact release date, but someone can help me out with that. There was like a 2-minute trailer that dropped this week. it actually kind of left off where the previous trailer that was the first reveal of this game ended. So this one started where that one ended.
It's launching on February 12th.
February 12th, that's in a month.
Quite soon.
So pretty quick. So basically you see the new DLC area, the Bowser's Fury. It's kind of like an island area. It's the best way I can think to describe it. And the big focus on the previous trailer was it was raining, it was storming, it was just like very cloudy and stormy, and it was zooming in on this like bell, which was the power-up that was featured in Super Mario 3D World, the one where you turn into a cat, but it was like giant, and it was on a pedestal, and it was covered in like this black ink, and it was kind of had spikes at some spots. But that was really all we saw in the first trailer. Second trailer, we saw a lot more of it. We actually saw that is a giant bell, and at some point it's going to look normal, and you're actually going to be able to use it and turn into a giant Cat Mario. And you basically have like a mane, like a lion's mane type thing, but it also makes you look like a Super Saiyan, which is odd.
Okay.
So like also like kind of supersonic type thing also.
Okay. You're not selling this very well.
And that's what's going to allow you to fight big ol' Bowser.
So Godzilla.
Who's also Super Saiyan.
Who's also, he looks different in this, which is weird. So how the bell was covered in like this inky, like tar looking dark material, Bowser also has that aesthetic. He's like, his entire body is just kind of like this charcoal color. I don't really know how to describe it. Mm-hmm. But he has like red accents. It's like kind of a fiery accent. And he looks different to me. Like he looks like a thick Bowser or something. Like he's wider. He's
big.
like he's like wider. Like I feel like his torso is so much bigger, and then he has like a tiny head and tiny arms or something. That's at least what I remember. He probably doesn't actually look like that. So, but he's giant, and you basically fight him when you turn into giant Cat Mario. It's a battle of the ages. It's Godzilla versus
Mothra
versus Goku or something.
King Kong.
Sure.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
What's that movie called?
So that's at some point. That's gonna happen at some point. That's probably gonna be the. I don't know if that's going to be happening throughout this DLC. It didn't say at all. It just showed it. It seemed like it was a big climactic thing.
Okay, this Bowser looks way cooler than what you just described.
I said he looked cool. I said he looks way different.
You described him.
I think he looks
as
the
having,
coolest
like,
he's ever looked.
A really big body and a little tiny head. No.
No. I just meant that his torso was like
this
really
looks
big.
Cool. It looks cool.
I think it looks cool. I may have described it stupid, but I think it looks awesome. I think it looks like the best rendition of Bowser we've ever seen.
I agree. Cat Mario, on the other hand, questionable.
You don't like cats enough. Bowser looks as threatening as he has looked since he was in Melee, which was his best model ever.
That's true. That's true. So as far as story goes, I mean, it's kind of odd. Like what I pieced together, the gameplay is going to be like you are obviously Mario. You're traveling around. It looks more open than how 3D World looks. It almost looks like Odyssey in a way. It looks like this big island is just like one big zone or something. And you're traveling around with Bowser Jr., which is kind of strange. And
they never explain it.
Yeah, they're just like, he's following
showing you and Bowser Jr. And as far as I remember, Bowser Jr. and Mario aren't friends at all, ever.
Right.
So yeah.
I have the suspicion that like somehow it's Bowser Jr. trying to like get his dad back or something. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Like, something happened where he's got corrupted by this ink or something, and he's like, you gotta help me. I don't know.
That'd be the deepest Mario story in ages. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Mario story, so don't get your hopes up, but I don't know. But I thought another cool part of it was when it was first showing this trailer, the island looked completely different than it looked in the previous trailer. It was actually sunny. It's just like a beach kind of island. You're going around, you're platforming, you're doing all the normal Mario stuff. Again, it's not in like a pseudo 2D like side scroller. You're actually like over the shoulder, or not over the shoulder, but the camera's behind Mario. It's like it looks more like Odyssey, and you're just platforming, and you're getting this new kind of star replacement. It actually has a picture of a cat on it, which is kind of odd. And I assume that's what the stars are going to be for this DLC. But it's sunny and it looks nice. It looks like a tropical paradise. But then Bowser, it just shows like this spiky shell like rise up, and it's like spinning around and shooting out all this like ink or something. And then it becomes stormy on the island, and he's like shooting spikes out of his shell onto parts of the island. But the neat part about it is actually looks like you use those to platform up like some ledges and things. So I don't know if it's like if those are mission specific, or if that's like a timed thing where it's just like, hey, Bowser's about to attack, you better do what you can. I have no idea. But that's what I got out of this trailer.
That's what I got out of it too. The thing that's confusing me so far is, well, one, I haven't played 3D World, so I am in the dark about something. But like you said, both trailers, like, one happens right after the other, and it's all just kind of showing one general area.
Yeah.
Which obviously, if they're advertising this as like a expansion, like, I would assume it's like a number of extra levels and stuff.
Sure.
And right now, I feel like I've only ever seen one extra area, and that's what's confusing me. Like, I don't know how big this actually is, besides what I presume was, like, the final fight between Mega Cat Bowser and Mega Cat Mario.
Yeah. That's like, what I was confused about too.
They haven't really shown the actual structure of what the DLC is. It looks cool, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you're actually playing, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't figure out either. I was like, is it going to be something where they like drop you into the world, and you it's like more of like a Mario 64 type thing where they drop you in and there's a certain like scenario that you have to do? Or is it going to be more open world like Odyssey, where the stars are all there, you just have to do different things to get them? I wasn't sure exactly.
Yeah. And since we've only seen like one area, like you said, it seems like they're leaning towards Odyssey from what they've shown, but that's nothing at all like 3D World as it is. So
yeah, that's the part that I thought was weird, because it was like 3D World and this DLC seem very different, and like I feel like you can tell that Mario Odyssey came in between these and was so successful that they're like, hey, let's try to get more Odyssey in this game.
Yeah. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I know a ton of people do like 3D World for what it is.
Yeah.
But by doing that, they're gonna get people like me who aren't that big of a fan of like 3D World style games and more like the Odyssey thing.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the goal. I don't know. It's gonna be a weird game if that's what they end up doing, because it will be like half and half.
Yeah. We'll see. I honestly have no idea. And that also got me thinking, like, does this DLC take place are the stories even connected? Like, are these just two separate games, or is like what happens after the events of 3D World specifically tied to this game? Is it like a direct sequel, or like what is this?
Where on the timeline is it? Come on, Nintendo. Let's
Come
go.
on, give me the Mario timeline. First Mario's turned into cats, and then he just doesn't have cat powers anymore. Then he has cloud powers, and he has bee powers. Come on.
What a conundrum.
Different timelines. There's 20 different Mario timelines.
Mario's actually not the same man the entire time. We played as like 20 different Marios.
It's like a Zelda situation. It's a reincarnation of the
Exactly.
hero every time. It's a reincarnation of the plumber.
That's how it works.
Once you eat those mushrooms, you
only
never know what will
possible
happen. So that's all I gotta say about this. I mean, it was 2 minutes, but it was pretty action-packed. But I still don't
It
feel
looked
like I have a
good.
grip. It looked good to me, but I still don't feel like I have a grip on the story or like kind of some of the gameplay elements, but at least made me want to play it.
Yeah. I'll be very eagerly watching reviews for this.
So next up is something that actually dropped today, surprisingly, and that is Pokemon Snap had a new trailer.
Yes.
So they came out with a Pokemon
New
Snap
Pokemon
trailer.
Snap.
Right, the new Pokemon Snap. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
That's odd.
I hope they change the name
Well,
for
they
that.
think
They're not going to change it.
they
It's, too,
figure you're
it's like
not
way too
gonna
late.
connect like a 20-year-old game with a
Sure.
with this one, but yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know if we had a release date until today, maybe. But the release
We
date
did
is April 30th. Some of the details that they shared in the trailer was that there's 200 Pokemon that you can take pictures of, which I think is awesome.
That's quite a bit.
Like in the first Pokemon Snap, I don't know the exact number, but at the time it came out, there was only 150 Pokemon.
There were only like between 30 and 50, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I mean like
Not that many.
if that game was as awesome as it was and it only had a fourth of the Pokemon, I think we're not gonna have any shortage of Pokemon, which is good.
Definitely.
Do we just want to talk about what we saw in the trailer?
I saw some Pokemon.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, the most important thing is that this is a true successor to Pokemon Snap, and it looks like they kept the gameplay exactly the same.
Yeah, which is
I'm
awesome.
happy about.
Same.
Like, I presume they might expand on it a little bit, hopefully, but like, they didn't say Pokemon Snap is no longer cool in modern world or whatever.
Sure.
No, you're still on rails. You're throwing at least apples in the smoke bombs again. We know that.
Did they
And
actually show
you're
smoke
taking
bombs?
pictures.
That's what I was curious about.
I think they did in the first trailer. I'm not actually,
Okay.
but you're throwing things at least. They have shown you throw.
I have seen apples. I just didn't know if they showed like the pester ball or like, because you know they had the Poke Flute too. You could use.
Right.
Anyway.
So you would think like they're gonna maintain like the whole puzzle solving, like you can do certain things if you
Oh yeah.
throw things in the right place and whatnot. And
Sure.
that's when Pokemon Snap cool. If you didn't just use the internet or whatever. A cheat book.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Well-
Completely blank.
well,
I'm happy it's
speaking-
Pokemon Snap.
Speaking of kind of the ways like the puzzle solving thing, I actually saw on Cerebi, Pokemon website, that they're starting to like list out the 200 that they've seen in the trailers and everything. And they actually showed this screenshot of, it kind of looked like an album mode or something, where you could go back and look at previous pictures that you've taken. And it was showing, I can't remember what Pokemon it was showing, but it looks like a photo book or something. It had the picture of the Pokemon on the left, and then on the right, it actually had 4 different poses, and it looks like it's kind of like a collection system, and it was like slashing the vines or something, and that would like it was kind of like showing like, hey, there's 4 different things that you could get this Pokemon to do. Like if you haven't found them, go out and search for them or something, which I thought was really neat. Because the first game didn't really have that. It was just like you could save your favorite photos. You could, by playing, you could know kind of the different things that the Pokemon did. But it seems like in this one, if you get a Pokemon to do something, it's like at least like archived somewhere. You can be like, oh, I can get it to do this in this stage or something.
Right, because the first one you had favorite photos, and then you got the best.
Right.
Based on the points, got saved automatically, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the bonuses for having them do cool things, but it wasn't like recorded.
Right.
So yeah, it sounds like that's just adding replayability in a cool way. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
The second thing I just remembered I was going to say is that this looks beautiful compared to Sword and Shield, because it wasn't Game Freak.
Who was it? Yeah. You know?
Bandai Namco. Yeah.
I see.
Them.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, it looks good. That's one of the things that when I watched the trailer today, I was like, wow, this looks really good. Like in the different regions that they showed off were impressive to me, because they kind of had that like kaleidoscope filter on some of the shots where it was like the different shapes, and in each shape it was showing a different region. So there was like a desert, and there was
like a tundra
and
ocean,
forest, of course, river, you know.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different biomes, which was really cool. And of course, like different Pokemon per each. It was cool. They also showed Pokemon interacting with specifically the apple.
Yeah.
And I remembered Torchic lit it on fire.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which was neat. And then they showed like Pinsir and Heracross fighting each other. Yeah.
And then like the Pichu, like you threw the apple and it was like happy.
Yeah.
All good stuff that they had in the original that I was like, I'm glad that it's like, it feels like the original one did.
Right. That's really all I can ask for. I think people now are questioning like how many stages there are going to be, because the first one wasn't a long game by any standard.
Right.
But they're hoping, since this is a full price game, that you might have more than, I feel like there are 8 stages maybe on the first one.
Yeah, like there was like 10 or less. I know that.
So, but it's shaping up. It's looking good. Yeah.
Do you think they'll kind of do like any ideas like what the story will be like? Like in the first one, you know how you were like kind of hunting Mew, it seemed like, and you were trying to. That was like your end goal. Like the end stage was literally just like a rainbow cloud, and you were taking pictures of Mew.
Right.
Do you think they'll base it around a legendary, or do you think they'll do something different?
I'm not even going to try and guess this, because honestly having a story in these games is even more pointless than stories in a Mario game.
Yeah, I don't think they'll base it around any specific legendary at this point, because that just seems odd to me. But I don't know.
I could see them creating a legendary for this game, since that seems to be kind of their thing, with at least the Sword and Shield DLC.
Yeah.
But
they did show off. I was reading into it a little bit this afternoon, and then it's in a new region, of course. The region of Lental, Lental. I don't know how you spell it or say it. Lental.
Maybe that's a precursor to what game might be announced for Pokemon next.
Maybe.
I think it's actually the Pangea of the Pokemon world, and you're going back in time.
There you go.
There's your story.
All the biomes. There was a new professor shown off. It's not Professor Oak. I'm sure some people are going to be sad about that.
No shame.
I'm sad about that. I think the important thing is that they have very distinctive sound effects every time he touches your pick or she.
You are close.
Which, yeah, exactly. We need the wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope.
And it needs to repeat every single time. Like, there cannot be variations. It has to be the same one. It has to be stuck in my head for 20 years.
I hope they do that, just to keep the meme status going of the professor.
For sure. You know what I really need from this game?
What?
A customizable character.
I don't know if they'll do that or not.
That's...
I feel like that's such like a
this
thing
would be
now.
the time... This would be a good time to do it. Even if you could... What if there was selfie mode with your customizable character?
Yeah!
Honestly, that would be cool. I could see them doing something like that, honestly. They, that would be kind of weird, though, because it's like, create a character to look that you don't even see through the entire game.
That's okay. I mean, that's like in, Dark Souls. You get covered up by armor immediately. Or...
Sure. I mean, a selfie mode would be the perfect thing to do to show your character off.
Why not?
You could get, like, points, special points for doing that. They could trigger special things.
Good idea.
While
we're speculating, I had one more thing on that train. I was looking very closely at the movement of the camera lens, because what I want is gyro aiming picturing. So you play the Switch in handheld mode, and you just do this.
Yeah.
So,
and what did you notice anything?
It was obviously controlled by a control stick.
Yeah.
Like in all the shots they showed, or it was smooth, right? But that's what I want to see, and
I don't think they would put a jerky camera on the trailer.
Oh whoa!
Whoa! There's a Pokemon. The new Pokemon Snap.
Something like jumps out of the bar, like, oh my god!
April 30th.
I don't know if this was something that happened in, like, the first Pokemon Snap, but I'm seeing this picture here of a Pidgeot grabbing a Magikarp, like, trying to eat it.
There's definitely some, like, interactions between Pokemon.
I always like when they do that, because then it feels less, like, I don't know, cartoony and more like
real Pokemon.
Like
a hawk taking, like, a salmon out or whatever.
They eat each other.
That's what you want?
I mean, it just seems natural.
Okay.
Or, like, people eating Pokemon.
I mean, who cares about level 1 Magikarp?
So this is how we get our R rating today. People eating Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, what else do you do? Like, Slowpoke tails are delicious. That's since Gen 2.
They only eat rice balls in Pokemon, I saw. They only eat curry and
I do hope stuff
Sword
like
and Shield.
It's true. I do hope stuff like that happens on, like, a randomized basis, so it's not the same, like, stuff happening like it is in the original.
That's what I was wondering.
That's an easy ask.
Yeah, I was wondering if, like, because the original, every single thing was scripted. Like, what happened one time happened every single run. I don't know if they'll keep to that because I feel like people are going to try to get, like, the perfect run or something.
Yeah.
All the points they can get, which if it's randomized, like, I don't know if they'd be able to do that. But something I did see speculation on was 2 of the Pokemon that they showed actually have, it's the deer Pokemon, like Deerling and I can't remember the Stantler. They have
they had really good running animation.
But they have seasonal variants. So someone was like, well, what if they have the stages, but then, like, it's a different season? That's a way that they could up the variation or something. Like, maybe they don't necessarily have a ton of stages, but they change in some way. Like a season or some event happens. And like, if it's like a rainforest, like, maybe one's without it raining, and then, like, one's with it raining, and there's more water, and more water-type Pokemon are out or something. Who knows?
maybe the kinds of Pokemon vary based on the season, like ice type Pokemon come out, or
Yeah.
I think all these are good ways they could expand the game. I just hope they pick one of them, I guess.
Yeah.
seasons, but it happens in real time.
What if it were Animal Crossing? What if you could take pictures of Pokemon on your Animal Crossing island?
Mod
What
it
if you
in.
could place all of the environment on your stage?
Yeah.
What if it connected to Pokemon Go and you took pictures in real life of the Pokemon, and then they got judged by the professor, and then the professor sends your best ones through mail to your Animal Crossing island?
There you go.
I like this.
I like that.
I like where this is going. This is a
Pokemon
great
home.
idea.
Pokemon sleep. Pokemon brush your teeth.
Beautiful.
The last thing that I saw was they showed off, I feel like pretty big, was the
Illumina?
yeah, like the Meganium that they showed. It was like all lit up. It was all glowing.
Yeah.
Had this aura around it. At first I was like, is that just like it using like solar beam or some like grass move? But
So when we were first watching this, there was like the suspense that was created with like the shots that they were doing or whatever. We were like, oh, this is gonna be the legendary. And then the player turns around and it's Meganium. We were like,
yeah, I was like,
what
the heck is this?
Oh, yeah.
But apparently that looks like that's probably going to be like the story that's big in this. It's apparently the Illumina phenomenon. That's what was happening with that Pokemon. So apparently these Pokemon, they get an aura and they get really big.
so Gigantamaxing.
That's what I'm like, I don't really know. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me for like a game where you're taking pictures of Pokemon. Like, obviously if they're bigger, you can take a better picture of them. It'd be easier to get them in the frame, but I have no idea what this is even doing.
I'm gonna correct myself. I said Gigantamaxing. I meant Dynamaxing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, to me it just seems like there's like this new 17-year-old kid who got invited to every board meeting over the last 5 years. And he's just like, you know it'd be cool if they made them big.
Yep.
They made him big and they made him glow.
I really...
Glow in the dark Pokemon.
For this game, this is fine. It's fun. It's like the Orange Islands content pack or something. But like, I don't know, in the main games when it's just like, now they're big. Now they have a different form. Now they're big and they have a different form. I'm like, I don't want this. I just want Pokemon fighting each other. I want strategy, not a cheat mode.
You love it.
No.
You want to watch Pokemon actually die in the Coliseum.
Yeah, you want to watch
that
people
would be the
eat
most
Pokemon.
realistic. I want to watch them die. I want to watch them be eaten. I want to watch them mate with each other. I want to watch them just live their lives.
That's what they need. They need a Pokemon daycare center. They need a dating sim, a romance sim.
Literally, put it on the App Store. That's the perfect mobile game. The daycare. The Pokemon daycare.
You play as a Ditto.
Oh, God.
You're a bachelor.
I don't think
Ditto.
I want... It's like one of those, like, dating sim games where it's, like, dialogue and you have to choose, like, what you want to say in response. Did you already say that?
That's what I was getting at with all of this.
Okay.
Yes.
So the only correct answer is your own Pokemon name? Your Pikachu, you can only say
Ditto.
Pikachu,
Ditto.
and that's the entire game?
Yes. And then you win.
Do you want to be the good, angelic Ditto, or do you want to be the bad boy Ditto?
Bad boy.
Or bad girl, or just
What are
bad
you
Ditto.
talking about?
I don't know. Just skip over me.
Okay. So Pokemon, the new Pokemon Snap, not to be,
PSI.
Don't
XL.
be confused. It's coming out April 30th.
That's soon-ish.
Soonish.
Ish. Before I graduate.
Halfway through the year.
Sure.
Halfway through the year. The third of the year.
Basically.
So, we've been playing some games recently.
Okay.
Have we?
Just some quick games. What we've been doing over our, holiday break, we had some time just to put some time into some games. I played Hades I downloaded it like the day after our big end of the year podcast with Fungry Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Fungry Nation represent. Hashtag Fungry Nation. Get it trending.
Fungry Nash.
He convinced me to download it, and I basically have been playing it ever since. It's an awesome game.
I asked him if it was his game of the year, and he said, maybe.
Maybe. The last week of 2020 that I played it, it might have been my game of the year.
Strong words.
So I won't get into it too much since we already kind of beat it to death in the year episode, but it is awesome. I love it. I love the art style. I love the replayability. I love roguelikes in general, so it's a good fit for me. And I still haven't beat it, but I feel like each run I learn something different. I experience different things, so that's nice. I'm not bored of it yet, and I've put a lot of time into it. So that's what I've been playing. Hades.
You haven't been put down by that god next to the death door enough that you quit?
Not yet. He hasn't trolled me enough. He tells me how I die every single time, but I keep persevering.
Good man.
What have you been playing, Brock?
I used my holiday break to finally buy another game on my wish list for the last 2 years, and that was the Phoenix Wright trilogy. I'm not sure why I bought this game, because
that's always a good reason.
I've never played a game like this. I just wanted to know what it was like, so I bought it for $15.
Yeah.
And it was definitely worth $15, but it's still not my type of game. The best way I can describe it is watching an anime and having a little quiz section every 5 minutes.
That's a good description.
It's interesting because the characters are all flamboyant and have funny stories and funny personalities and whatnot. The whole puzzle section, the actual trial and gathering evidence, some of it is a bit, I guess, obscure in a way like you can find the answer, but it's not obvious even if you knew what you were looking for. It makes sense once you do it, but before you pick the right answer, you're just kind of I guess.
Okay, I want to interject here really quick because I was watching you guys play this, and I don't know, I feel like there are some pretty easy things to catch on to that you guys did not pick up on.
But there's definitely obscure things.
I'm sure there is, but you were having a lot of trouble with this one area where it was she ran left, but in the evidence it said she ran right.
Well, that's the hard part because it's you have 10 pieces of evidence, but you have to match one of those up with 10 statements. So it's there's 100 different combinations that you could make, and they're all kind of if you have this feel for what you need to do, it's you could do something that would make sense in real life, but it's you're forced to do this specific sequence of events to trigger the next part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the forcing, I guess, is what I was getting at. And you have to press on pretty much everything they say, which I find weird. So basically, they'll view an exposition by a witness.
Sure.
But then you have to, on every single specific statement, say, tell me more, and then they tell you more.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of annoying.
It's just why don't they just do that from the beginning? Yeah.
So yeah, gameplay-wise, it's not the greatest thing. Is it worth playing? Yes. And it's way different from anything I've ever played before.
Yeah.
It is an adult version of Pajama Sam or
Freddy Fish.
or Putt Putt.
Putt Putt.
Or Freddy Fish. That is what it is.
Freddy Fish.
Have you gotten through it all yet?
No, I've gotten through 4 episodes or whatever.
Gotcha.
Out of the 15, I think.
Gotcha.
Have you gotten through
Taking
all
it
of
slow.
Putt Putt
It
yet?
is.
Yeah.
I beat Putt Putt like 5 months ago.
I know.
play Putt Putt Goes to the Zoo once a year. I want to buy Putt Putt Travels Through Time, but it hasn't been available for some reason whenever I've looked. So if you see it on sale.
Physical
No.
copy.
All right. We'll be on the
Putt
lookout.
Putt Travels Through Time.
I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah. You can also buy the Mega Collection of all of the HE games. That sounds like a great deal.
I'm sure. Devin, what have you been playing?
Well,
Well,
gentlemen,
gentlemen.
I have been playing A Short Hike, finally. That little game where you're Claire, the penguin-looking bird, but you can also fly. Because
Sure.
penguins don't fly, but...
Doesn't look like a penguin to me, but
What? Are you kidding me?
look like a little blackbird.
So you're a bird.
Yeah, you're a bird.
You're a bird, and you're waiting on a phone call, but you have no service on your aunt's or grandma's island. So
Privileged. Wow, okay.
the only
Yeah.
place that you can get service is at the top of a mountain, which is described as a short hike. And I will say, gameplay-wise, it is a very short hike. You can beat this game very, very quickly. But it was really enjoyable. It was super cute. I really like the design of the game. And I like how puzzly it was. Like, there were a lot of little puzzles to, like, think about. And you could get tools to uncover more stuff. And, like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff to discover on the island, which is really nice. I still have quite a lot more to discover. Whether I do that or not, I don't know. But it was fun to do while I did. And something I really appreciated also was that all of the NPCs had like multiple chunks of dialogue. Like if you clicked on them multiple times, they would say something different every time, which was pretty nice.
Sure.
But yeah, it was really cute. It was really fun. It was easy to figure out controls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would buy again. Pretty cool.
I like the art style a lot.
Yeah, the art style is really good. And the
The only
ending's
question
cute.
is, can you lose?
No. This is designed to be
Good
peaceful.
point. Everyone's a winner these days.
I know.
Amen. These kids and their cell phones.
I know. But the cell phone call was actually, like, cute.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
But did you cry, since you cry at everything, apparently?
Not this time. Will I cry for Breath of the Wild 2? Absolutely, but not for a short hike.
Only if there's a cell phone call.
Yeah.
Maybe a Sheikah Slate call.
Yeah, if, Zelda hits me up, you know. What's
Hey,
up?
Rivali, what up?
Wait. I thought you weren't a fan of Zelda. Aren't you wishing that Link, like, hooks up with, the
Mifa?
Sheikah lady from...
Impa?
Impa, yeah.
Oh,
Old lady Impa?
that would be hot.
I don't know.
I don't know, I don't really care. I just think Zelda's annoying.
Okay. Sure.
Mifa just kind of is like, I don't know.
A fish?
I mean,
A short
she's
hike,
she's a
available now.
fish.
A short hike. Let's finish this up.
She's a fish. Okay.
Wrap up a short hike with Zelda talk.
Yeah, that's a short hike.
My
Thanks
bad.
for listening to Play Talk. But really, that's all I have to say about it. So let's move on.
let's move on to the greatest and best time of the podcast, and really the only reason anyone should ever listen to this crap.
I do want to point
Sharing
out that
time.
I came up with sharing time. So I'm an essential member of this podcast. Just want to point that out. Anyway, sharing time. Hi, I'm up first. What was that, Brock? Are you trying to denounce me of creating sharing time? Anyway.
I'm just saying I'm being interrupted a lot.
It's just one of these things where Devin always talks when Brock talks.
I'm sorry!
And then we go into a minute-long thing of you guys going back and forth.
Okay, I'll just go first because I am first on the list. So, sharing time, in collaboration with Pokemon's 25th anniversary, they have teamed up with Katy Perry and supposedly other music artists.
Brock, interrupt her.
But yeah, feel free to interrupt me. So basically there's this little trailer of like this cool like made track in which a Pokeball rolls down, and
it was like a Rube Goldberg machine, if you know what that is.
Sure. And it's like that OK Go music video where they let a ball go.
A Rube Goldberg machine.
Anyway.
The worst OK Go video.
Whoa, hot take.
That is a very hot take. Anyway. There was like stuffed Pokemon in the environment, and like all the environment was made out of like paper and crafting materials, and it was really, really well done and cute. And then at the end,
they used Game Boy cartridges as dominoes.
Yes, it was pretty tight. They used like a DS as like a billboard screen or something.
They had Pokemon cards. They had this little spinning thing that represented like Pokemon Go's little spots.
Yeah, cool. It was pretty tight. And then at the end there, the Pokeball got to the finish, and it was like, Katy Perry, 25th anniversary, and then it's Katy Perry going, electric! And that's it. What? I don't know, but I guess Pokemon's teaming up with famous music artists to make Pokemon music. That's it.
In an interview with People magazine, Katy Perry said that her favorite Pokemon was Pikachu.
Which was her just picking her... It was just her picking the only Pokemon she knew.
Nintendo definitely told her to say that.
With it.
Pokemon Company said, you have to say Pikachu's your favorite.
I don't think they did. I think she just picked the only Pokemon she knew.
All the artwork for this whole thing has been Pikachu, so I feel like, I don't know.
I would say Totodile.
I mean, Katy Perry would be a Jigglypuff, like, if she were to just pick
100%.
image. So, like, yeah.
Go to the picture in the doc of Katy Perry on the magazine.
Alright.
On the magazine?
Yes.
Going there right now.
She looks... They have her made up like a Pikachu. She had to say Pikachu.
I don't think so. I think she could still say something else.
There's going to be a scandalous article in the other magazines where Katy Perry says her favorite Pokemon is actually Totodile.
It's actually Meowth, that's right.
You know, I think she could say another Pokemon and then still have the Pikachu tail, because, like, that's just the branding.
We'll see. I'll get an interview with Miyamoto.
Okay, first of all, you said she was dressed up like a Pikachu. No, she's wearing a red dress, and someone drew a Pikachu tail behind her.
Yes.
She's not dressed up like anything.
Yeah, but you really think they're going to put, like, a Slowpoke tail behind her or something?
No.
Why not?
I think they would put a Pikachu tail behind her regardless of what her answer would have been.
Speculate all you want.
Yes, that. Exactly. And I want to point out that this says the, quote, not the end of the world singer. I have no idea what that is. That's not one of the Katy Perry songs I think of when I think Katy Perry.
Yeah, what does that mean? But
I thought she was always going to be Dark Horse.
Okay, so she says this about Pikachu. Also, it shows a picture of her in the Pokemon Cafe in 2019. She says, I understand the story of Pikachu.
It really speaks to me.
On the surface?
The story of the Pikachu. You know, the one Pikachu that exists.
No, it just says the story of Pikachu. It doesn't say the Pikachu, but
Okay.
she understands the story of Pikachu. On the surface, you might just think I'm just cute, have a couple of cute songs, she adds. But if you dig deeper, you'll realize Chained to the Rhythm is not just a fun little song.
Chained to the
Okay,
Rhythm.
I'm sold. That is wonderful. That is the most BS marketing crap I've ever heard, and I love it.
There you go.
I'm really attached to
This
the
is
hero.
just an excuse.
Growing up, Perry says she always related most to Pikachu. I'm really attached to the hero. I know there are others in the
The
game,
hero.
but I just found Pikachu to be really cute, she says.
Okay, next. I'm
Love it.
done with this.
No, tell me more. This is all I want to talk
This
about.
is
now.
terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. That's, like, really it. She
Well, I
likes the
can't wait to
hero.
hear.
There's gonna be more musical artists and celebrities that are a part of this, so we'll see. You think like
Smash Mouth or bust.
yeah, you think like Paul McCartney's favorite Pokemon is like a sparrow or something?
It's Spearow.
What a
What?
great choice. You know what? I'm going to give you that one. You are absolutely right.
You know the song Blackbird, so there's something.
Yeah.
Or it could be
I love it.
Heracross for a beetle.
That's true.
No.
No, it's two on the nose.
Spear's so much
What about
better.
Snubble
No,
for Hey Bulldog?
no.
Hey Bulldog.
Snuffle was basically Ringo.
That's true.
and
Wait,
then-
no, Ringo would be Octillery because he wrote Octopus's Garden.
Or that.
Maybe. All right, Brock, what do you have for sharing time?
I have the opposite end of the spectrum in the most nerdy thing possible.
Okay.
In that, there is actually a tabletop role-playing game based on the world of Breath of the Wild.
Ooh, I like
It is
that.
called Reclaim the Wild. Now, of course, this is a fan-made RPG,
Sure.
but like it's fully made out. You've got your own classes, you've got your own monster handbook, you've got your own rule book, and the idea is you are in the world of Breath of the Wild, and all of the mechanics are that of the game.
I like that
And
a lot.
Really
You
like
can
that.
use there are quests made by others who have built on this. Sure. So yeah, it's a growing environment of tabletop gaming, and I just thought it was cool that someone actually did it, because really Breath of the Wild is a pretty cool world to have such an adventure.
So when are we
That's
playing?
Yeah, when are we playing, Brock?
We'll talk about that offline. But yeah,
All right.
reclaimthewild.net.
Check it out.
Maybe we'll play it and we'll give a few. We'll have a review eventually.
Can we stream it?
Yeah, I was about to say, let's stream it to Twitch.
We'll talk about it offline.
We'll combine that
I
with
have to talk to your mother.
Alright.
I'll design a permission slip.
me sobbing.
Good content.
Yeah.
All right, mine was a YouTube video I found a long time ago. It's basically Animal Crossing. It revolves around Isabelle in her little office in New Horizons, and it's all stop motion. And I thought it was cute, and I thought it was cool looking. I thought if they made a game in this style, art style, it would look really good. So I don't know if you want to watch it real quick. It's only like 40 seconds long. I've
Yeah.
already seen it, but you can just
I'm gonna watch it.
you can talk what's happening, so maybe it's not as
Alright,
boring.
there's some tulips in a flower pot. There's the weekly board and calendar. Oh, she's got little poofy balls.
But it's like, yeah, she's like,
She's tired.
She's
She's dusting. She's spraying water.
she's just taking
She's
care of
making
her office.
coffee. She's sitting.
But do you like this
She's
art
about
style?
to give her little announcement. This
Oh, you
is
think
really
this
cute.
looks cool?
Yeah. Come join us in this new adventure.
the quality though.
That's
The
what I'm
TV
saying. It's so
series.
good.
Yeah, it was really cute.
It's really
Nice.
short, but it's really good.
I wanted to take a bite out of her.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it, it's called Animal Crossing TV Series Fan Teaser on YouTube by Gabriel Salas. Salas. S-A-L-A-S. So
I'd
yeah,
like a series of that.
big shout out to him. It looks really good.
I wanted to take a bite out of Isabel. She looked like a marshmallow.
Little marshmallow. Eat it right up.
I'm going to say that is not what I felt. I want to be on the record.
You're on the record.
You don't want to eat Isabel?
We are recording this.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's all we have.
That's all I have to share. I like that video. I like that panda.
Gentlemen.
That was a good sharing time. I laughed. I felt happy.
I laughed.
Cried almost.
Cried.
Laughed, I cried.
I
knew
Felt-
my favorite Pokemon was Pikachu. I
I-
felt it in my heart.
I really just know the story of Pikachu.
I really just feel like Pikachu, the hero of the series.
Ash sucks.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
He's just a pawn in Pikachu's game.
Favorite Pokemon on 3. 1, 2, 3. Totodile.
Pikachu.
No. Oh, God.
I don't know.
We actually got Poe because Blake was like, I like French Bulldogs because they look like Pikachu. Fun fact.
I like
That's the
Pikachu.
stupidest thing I've ever heard. But
Pikachu's my favorite
You guys do
Pokemon.
you.
I think he looks more like Bulbasaur, but
I think he looks most like a French bulldog and not a Pokemon. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
He looks like a Snubble.
yeah. So a Pokemon. Okay, let's wrap this up.
That's going to do it for us. This is the 45th episode of the Rumble Pak Podcast, brought to you by Fourshade Studios. It's 2021. Stay with us for all kind of rumbles in the new year. We'll see ya. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.